Abusuafo Sabre de Akwaba kese ena ema obi a ohwe yen e wo Pinax TV ye platform yi so na last week and this week one person a ukopi mo parliament house a or trendy ye pa ye Domi Kwabrinya MP Mama Sarah Adwoa Sarfo nyina ye kwan a onko parliament the new patriotic party HU in fact maami no we holding the party on ransom na abusuafo nyina nim sane ensem ne tie reports be brain na ye de abremo our platform you so afire mami Adwoa Sarfo ho efa on Kennedy Agyapong and TikTok account minority for kra supporting no any idea na before kra no ye nyina ye hu se na ade e viral na say trend say ye mami Sarah Adwoa Sarfo wenche ne seat ye do me kwa benye ye dey be declare vacant we ni NPP for by force no person declare vacant but emra I was so MP now absent to every parliament for some time and I say one make it is not one fat report to be my yard so the pass messy coffee say ya you bet me I declare city vacant and I know cause I say news sir a babon thing a man for air cassa say we the president and other Akuffo Addo why juma when tie demand that Sarah Adwoa Sarfo pe and I say near opese party the man and sana wa report it ne ho parliament house no nana da Akuffo Addo anyini nyina ne se wasake no wasake we wan train ama the speaker of parliament e papa Agban Kingsford sumana babu amba meka se wo gina constitution no so ene emra omudi ejuma e parliament so declare the seat vacant the yanko by election we die ne tintin etietin na se Sarah Adwoa Sarfo has been sacked by the President's Excellency Nana Akuffo Addo. There is more details to it. Yes, I was for some you know. The fact say portals be braccio and some of be publishing Pinax TV. I didn't mean confirm this assembly it's unconfirmed, yes. But it is what near Koso and any trend there. There are more details to it and other MP or no Sudia Baby PMI is mono sucradi or no yes suspending but then yes sacking bono is on suspension. When you allegations are say if ye declare Adwoa Sarfo seat vacant then hopefully or no so I will say ye to declare or no so a seat na seat to be suspending or na you discipline or kind be so I'm within some I so baby na bafa MP for Domi Kwabrinya. This whole issue, I say Yasaki before Crano, no crab in the woman saying assembly.
Okay. So first of all, in Shaka CB Menkoma Adofoni T for New BBA Winyabra. We share right here on this particular platform, Pinax TV. So in the day who never be brisa air coso. Now one of the key things are not air coso, Sarah Adwoa Sarfo and Kennedy Agyapong. First of all, more MPP more e bi mo ba out ka say die Kennedy Agyapong ye nenye ase Kennedy Agyapong sisi an or drag matters ni personal regardless sana se mitie bia na bi mo so ka say anka wo say Kennedy Agyapong no o twe ne ho because this particular woman Adwoa Sarfo has case with Kennedy Agyapong. Okay. So at the end of the day no people are saying say okay be na a coffee cry and I see it immediately position finish no matter what you have case with her a can never come back. But you see people are forgetting one thing. Your personal life and your business life. In this case, the business life is political. Now, let me take you back to just last 2 years. Last 2 years, the former Speaker of Parliament, Michael Quay, Neba, Michael Quay Jr., or you're not just contested for the flag bearership position for Domi Kwabrinya. Yeah. Now, the polls within NPP, no, as I just said, Sarah Adwoa Sarfo was going to what? Was going to lose. Now, what happened? The only person who was able to go there and save Adwoa Sarfo, and then Adwoa Sarfo is still the MP.
Kennedy Agyapong.
Kennedy Agyapong. It's a ba crana. Kennedy Agyapong, the cover by. And she's the person. And Kennedy Agyapong is the person, and then Adwoa Sarfo saying retaining the seat. We need to give hail and thanks to Kennedy Agyapong. But this is what Kennedy Agyapong is getting. Now, regardless of what we think about the e-levy, the party is there You can't be a party. So the party is there to deliver on a promise and to move a mandate they believe is going to help. At the end of the day, if Adwoa Sarfo has any legitimate concern, say, I think the e-levy is no good, what does Adwoa Sarfo need to do? You need to relay the concerns to the president. Or president, I think the e-levy is not going to be good. I think the taxes on Ghanaians are too much. I think businesses will collapse. Your friend Adwoa Sarfo say, on the obey but on one condition. You see, this is where all the problem comes from. But on one condition. Condition is saying, also person unya position in parliament, which is the deputy majority leader in parliament. Minuaba, you're a lady. Do you think it makes sense? Tell me if it makes sense. A man for Wabia Samuamo Moka saying Saki in Japan. Sometimes I wonder if they are politicians and I say they are just viewers. Sacking in Japan for what? Sisia, we need to beg Adwoa Sarfo to come and vote for e-levy. Are you telling me? And it's not like the lady is saying, say, and I'm giving any genuine concern, say, I think the e-levy is not good. She's saying she wants a position
to vote for the e-levy.
That is quid pro quo. Sa quid pro quo ya you impeach Trump. Also, impeachment trial and a quid pro quo because of threat Ukraine president, or demanding say Ukraine president opens an investigation to hurt Joe Biden's political career and then his son Hunter Biden. You record the call minutes, and a whistleblower and the buyout, and a US forecast said what you did is quid pro quo because the people called for aid. You told them to do this before you give them aid. That is not what US and democracy stands for. And a quid pro quo. What Adwoa Sarfo is doing is quid pro quo. If you not vote for it, that is fine. But this is the case. You are saying, say, you need a position before you deliver. That is quid pro quo. And so that is where all of this thin line is coming from. So people who are saying, say, King Japan, look at the basis first before you come out and come and say, so this and this and this. I'll be giving you more breakdown. The 10 of events are also from the money they gave her, from the private jet they gave her, from president even begging her. How? President a power chow. Hey, Ghana. Are we serious?
Okay, with Niako, people are saying, say, or destroying the future the politics. I mean, you bet me in future. No, you think so? No, or care about the other anymore? And any other person who the deputy majority leader, she thinks say, I would deserve that position.
See, Obia wo biya sibia peso ko ninim. That is one thing you need to know about this world, okay? But wo peso ko winim no. See, a position doesn't come with benefits. Position comes with what? Responsibility and service. Inti Adwoa Sarfo, a minister, Lian a track record as the minister of one gender anyway. When was the last time she went to parliament? When was the last time she even went to her ministerial position, the Ministry of Gender? When was the last time Akuffo? When was the last time you saw her organizing a meeting? Inti the record now no me na makra me who ka tin be omo ba ben pim omo so operation clean your frontage.
Yeah.
The person behind it is Henry Cote. This same guy is an MP. The guy is working and visible. And then you say Ghana police here too minim IGP is working. Where is Adwoa Sarfo? The Adwoa Sarfo we knew when she was hungry for power, when she was hungry to be MP. It's not the Adwoa Sarfo now. One main. So or say now what maternity leave ya you are all women. Maternity leave acquire 3 months. This woman has been absent for the past year. The whole of last year we Adwoa Sarfo for parliament. Did you see her? The whole of last year, democracy be suspended and our ministry no release statement say why should we beg a minister to go and execute her duties? Sure? That is why before you need Bruni be Pinax. Bruni on your time. You don't come or be sakyo. What are we doing? And we shouldn't do the same political say and Adwoa Sarfo wa bresa den. Wa bresa den.
Oh, you have done my party.
Domi kwabenya. Just 2-3 days ago I'm call. They themselves are not seeing their MP. Now parliament's crying or not. So I tell him that people will be happy. And this the same people who 2020 because 2024 they are not going to base on Adwoa Sarfo's record though. Say Michael Kwe we need a flag bearership position for NPP in Domi Kwabenya. They'll vote on the records of NPP. What has Adwoa Sarfo down there? It's not about you going and giving them money. Say J neko vote him. They be your work need to lead. I was saying with Jumani team because una oye quota, una oye say, your work need to be visible. And that work is visible and money can buy the votes. A bit natural. That is what this woman should learn. Now, we'll share the breakdown of events a course. So, and then the year Canada compare with Japan or call Assassin Radio. Looking at the things in Japan said, in fact, it's so sad. Say chief of staff to me from power chow, it to me deposit 120,000 sitting 1.2 billion. You took the money, you didn't do anything. Now let me clarify this: the money that the chief of staff gave, any dollars, any dollars, the reason why chief of staff gave that money, number one, and yet it's not to bribe Sarah Adwoa Sarfo. The main reason was to say, lady no in your party mo, it is more like Adoye, because Adwoa Sarfo and 1 year any Adoye na bibisa. So Adwoa when you the mouth, intino when you the mouth good. Yes, when you the mouth the scan, and you necessarily say bribe, but as you show in you, but you know they show no, your person was so here the who shepherd in you
by reports.
You took the money, 120,000, that's 1.2 billion, and refused to even take their call. We share the accounts of Queen Japan say US or driving free Virginia said then and required to driving free Virginia. Now Adwoa Sarfo Bay New York, Boston. You couldn't come. Your power Chelsea, and this has opened a lot of wounds because we share some air course Queen Japan within the West never verbatim. Let me say it verbatim. Or see, we hired a private jet for her. She came and she did not come to Parliament. So the question is, who went to Parliament? Who went to Parliament?
Okay.
This can Japan's own way. We hired a private jet for her to come. And when she came, she didn't come to Parliament. So who went to Parliament?
Back to last
year,
see, Parliament.
Good. So yes, so the Parliament issue need we'll get back to that later. But let's just look at the sacrifice everybody's making. In as much as I think say e-levy, and yeah, dear Ghana for in terms of burden of tax, but I won't fast because a bit be braba. Nobody in Ghana is against the e-levy. What Ghanaians are against is what the money will be used for. Okay. Now, you better tax Ghana, and at the end of the day, me go chrome, now traffic is see your friend is saying, Tete Kwashi ran about a crime or now me koni you overpass. Me go be say, see, e-levy can be near the meninje. Good. Your friend is saying, oh, call a denta, me who say school ni ho. Now me who or mu see complex beer. A bit in my house, 5,000 school children and students. Besides, I say, e-levy seeker. Won't I be happy?
Yeah.
If you are seeing developments like this spring out
out
of the e-levy, we'll be happy. Say, Yesikan is working. Yesikan is working. If you are seeing major developments on our roads, street lighter, any chrome hat. Now no me driving up on time horse I mean who's the street I born in this house disco lights. How an accident is happening on that same road each and every time. If we are so that's the situation.
Okay. It's I was young for Ningina is about Yama Sarah Adwoa Sarfo. Sarah Adwoa Sarfo near cost of fun huningina. Question about food be pines. You know, one question someone for Kasana say members of the New Patriotic Party, so can 170 the fact said Sarah Adwoa Sarfo omba Parliament now omuhiane wo ho titrupa this time e-levy hunsen semo koswa e be hia no ka we wo ho no mo na vote yomu nyina NPP fodium on certain tititi so anka by now dear ya pass e-levy bill no but Sarah Adwoa Sarfo ni ho ntina ya de intimi nkoso ya papa bo abia Samoa is member of the New Patriotic Party. On a director of communications, Wakata say we should discipline Kennedy Akuffo in Japan. The fact say discussions are also indoors. Party na say with ni penny for officials will be amaka say okay, Adwoa Sarfo say ni ebe no. Ye de fa big ye be treating in this way near their day na in Japan and of radio station A, no of radio station B. Now or corner or ton party name semwa. We are blaming Japan as people now say, or no, so you're suspending any other idea. But don't you think, say, na no ya kate dodo, I say, or casado do. Assembly your moody, when say Ghana for be any jihon, be any jihonia, Adwoa Sarfo, but or casado do, one casaka party, no,
2020, hold on, 2020, 3 months to the 2020 elections, polls be by out. And during the flag bearership race and also Domi Kwabinyano. Post never out in the chair say Michael Quay Jr. was tipped to win. Go and read that article. Now, Sarah Adwoa Sarfo yedobe yebia, but the people at Domi Kwabinyano say Omini Jini Juma home. The arrogancy, the ineptitude to work was not helping. Now, Adwoa Sarfo in that time, I don't know so prepare so be worry no. Okay, she's going to lose a lot because when you're NPR, which means you are not abreast with political things, and so you hardly get even any position in parliament. And looking at the debre and in the political future, no, she leaving power was really going to hurt her political career. So what did she do? Or you saw Nembano, a friend King Japan say that they come and do we send King Japan Kasaka in his own words. He used Adwoa Sarfo used the children to get to me to convince me to do campaign. So you see, say the day I now vote in the course, no, and I think say the day before I voted because what did King Japan do? King Japan went to your friend said Domi Kwabinya, went to speak to every grassroots, the foot soldiers. On no kasa one. So you see, say the difference between Michael Quay and Sarah Adwoa Sarfo move votes no.
Yeah.
It was close, and had it not been for King Japan,
Uncle Lucy.
Now this is what is happening. Sarah Adwoa Sarfo was tipped to lose. Obeying him said she was not up to the task. King Japan went and used the face as a shield and Jesus Christ. Yama woman, your friend is saying, now, and now King Japan so ain't and Domi Kwabinya for Emma Adwoa Sarfo a second chance. Right. Now this same woman have come for the past 1 year. She's not in parliament. Who do you think we should blame? I'm asking you a question. So that is why people are blaming King Japan. So if King Japan, King Japan tini baby, and Adwoa Sarfo here in the campaign win here, and Domi Kwabinya for treaty almost a non-vote for on the fan hobby. Any business, Adwoa Sarfo no any life. But this is the case. Somebody obi the name kwaje. Inti adentin Adwoa Sarfo didn't name kwaje. And so King Japan didn't name kwaje. Now at the end of the day, MPP 4 na kase. Okay, in Japan now because Michael Quay, listen to this one. Michael Quay ni wini anka on my own say. You get where the whole thing is coming from.
Yeah, I do.
Hold on. You get where the whole thing is coming from. So at the end of the day, this is why people are blaming King Japan. Because assembly bar, MPs 130 so be adiatum. Se Adwoa Sarfo pe. We Adwoa Sarfo kra obe lusu kra. Enye King Japan ka Michael Quay kra ma yeko. Because trust me, 11 you're passing a Ghana for them. Obonse ebeko kwae. Akwaye say your friend is saying your baby before you be 2 petrol. You be demonstration be brave. But at the end of the day, you 2 petrol actually 1 month. You be normal. You not see people fussing about it anymore. So the same thing about E-levy. The faster we pass E-levy, the more your friend is saying it gives us more time to concentrate on other matters. What am I saying? So the delay E-levy, it has taken a chunk of it. They be E-levy. Anka ya pass E-levy na, anka de benya ba baby. Obine can say what can come. Anka beba anka Ghana for isi ano. Obun say ebe normal crash so you increase charges no. Normal. But this is the case. The bill is being stalled by one particular person, Adwoa Sarfo. And who made Adwoa Sarfo retain her seat? Kennedy Agyapong. And you tell a man focus who came in Japan now here because senya now pa grassroots for actual a year campaign man and can Mike okay Junior on my own tree say this one is arrogant and stuff at the end of the day and you walk in Japan. So you see that's why partly the blames are going for Kennedy Akuffo Addo, and that is why King Japan too has come out because see in Sona Tano listen very well in Sona Tag in Japan. And he doesn't go to radio station to talk about Adwoa Sarfo. They invite him for interview. They question him, and he says what he think he knows. And also, but can't this same person or see there will be the same people sitting at the back saying, "Say, a King Japan and I'm Adwoa Sarfo." You see, do you know that? So why is that when King Japan kasa must say kasa no campus must suspend? They should suspend him. If they want to suspend, they should suspend King Japan. What King Japan said 3 days ago on GTV and yesterday on Asasi Redu, and the hard truth. Sure? All of us like NPP. We shouldn't be sitting and fooling ourselves. We like both political parties, but NPP, we also like NPP. Sure? Compare NPP's communication team to NDC communication team. One idea.
NDC.
And that is what King Agyapong was saying. MPP communicate. You don't even hear them on TV. Say Sami Jenfi Eko UTV swa. No kasa. You feel like Akuffo Addo is about to sell Ghana. And yes, I am power and your communication. And let me tell you something. Ghana lies within the thin line of just a small people. Decide votes, Asante for mostly NPP for, Northerners, Fantis, and Ewes mostly NDC for. So just the small group of people, a bit Daniel Madrian, Bruni a friend is a Bruni friend floating voters, decided the election. If you're able to get the small people, floating voters, 100,000, give them a reason, change their mind, say this government is not doing well. MPP coming this 2024, if what Sami Jenfi is doing, they will lose. Because Sami Jenfi is able to tune the minds of people. By the end of the day, even before this e-levy will pass, what has MPP communication done? Nothing. All we see them doing is finance minister, our school B, or control graph. Ghanaians don't care about fucking graph. Listen very well. Yamami or TJM, we are born no. On care about fucking, your friend is saying, let me stop using the word. On care about anything in regards to, your friend is saying, this graph in your maniema. Because on no ni bank on call bank scar crow nya the mobile money it says scan on the mobile money so bibi ni otimiko yi no wo say scan over obejim 100 cedis so here you need to give the woman a reason why that 100 cedis you are taking so that she will understand that it's going to a good cause. But you guys are not doing it. You are defending your actions, and you see somebody going out to say one passing e-levy, one penny e-levy, so you be free such as a few. That is a friend is saying you are more like blackmailing Ghanaians, and blackmail is not going to work on Ghanaians again. That is a failed leadership and a failed communication of MPP. Let me give you another example. You see somebody going out to say Ghana, Yam passing e-levy, will go back to HIPIC and we'll go back to IMF. What a disgrace. This same president was on TV saying, he said, yet to go so now so Why won't you guys communicate it well? I didn't want to airtime to say NDC for 1 hour on UTV. Explain to Ghanaians and stop the advert. Advert will be kuta MacBook 6,000 CDs. Esan kuta PS4, which is almost like 4,000 sahin. She apartment or team. Ete worker say I'm unemployed. Internet or they searching for employment if he. This is a bogus advert and a bogus administration who is being led by Sebi, a clueless communication leader. That is what King Agyapong is saying. Buy airtime on your friend is saying UTV. Explain to Ghanaians. 11 year bar. This is the phase 1. Any film. Let people know. Most started your friend is saying a conscious effort, and I say an everyday effort to let people know what the 11 money will go and do. But yes, sir. At the end of the day, Moko pa Adwoa Sarfo and Ghana for said 11 is sure moko. Even MPP are not happy about 11. This is what King Agyapong is saying. He said the leadership of MPP has failed. But come into also be Saki King Agyapong. Oh, Saki King Agyapong, what will you get? MPP communication. One in Ghana has a bomb. They are clueless. They don't. I say sometimes you me cry and say, "I mean, say they have a communication." Sami Jenfi is everywhere. Shejuma Sami Jenfi is saying Kitiaye. I'm asking you. Compare it to. Do you know MPP or General Secretary?
Yeah.
Or your friend is saying.
John Boadu.
We know John Boadu. Do you know MPP communications? But do you know NDC communication? NDC communication way why?
I don't know, but
Sami Jenfi is their communications director. I didn't know new MPP for there. Why? Why? Because you don't hear one main or the whole we did your main. If we are occupying phobia, we did your main. This is what King Agyapong is saying. But can I say you discipline King Agyapong? Ghana from Pinax. See, King Agyapong is the only gap bridging between MPP break the 8 and MPP losing. Or can Sema Ghana for a show mobile. But Montina will be yinima, said Mobe, your friend is saying, Mobe sacking from Parliament, Mobe suspending now. MPP are suspending your own break the 8. Because MPP in Ghana or what the boss, like in Japan, catch or say, Diamu Yene Jimmy. Yakin they'll lick your boots. You better free now, and no one say, you. The Bible naka say, your friend is saying, Nipa will be rebuke you no, on no bow. On no bow. So Ghana for should look at the instead of saying, Yen Saki MPP, and saying Saki King Japan near the defeat MPP party. I'm telling you, the person who's rebuking now. That's what the Bible says. A wise son makes a wise father. The foolish son is heaviness of the mother. Why? Bible no mu kyerɛ King Solomon ka sɛ bema abofra ne papa etiano no ono no a ogitu ono sa abofra nyansani babofra we jimi no ona tembia ne maame bi obeye bia na maame hwa me ba we de o se wo ba no. NPP people are lacking certain things. I told you the president has a good mind, but one more burn and yet. And this is exactly what King Agyapong is saying. And the plot to take King Agyapong off is not going to work.
Okay. Waka sabi afa attacker honorable Canadian comproko in Japan. So we all know say say people are blaming him because no campaign. Emma Adwoa Sarfo timi we need to make a seats no. So the fact say campaign ma Adwoa Sarfo no was say you hold for near Costisia, but if the four people be say yensi if it's a mon hatawa bonting. Yensi if it's a mon hatawa, it means won't mean become one somewhere walk now, wherever or down from the crowd crime or the young. And looking at NPP NDC, majority minority, Bako Pebi Obejina so they are campaign at Bako. And NPP so most people will break the 8. Who person will break the 8? No, I didn't na bibinia. Oko interview. Won't call purposely say Oko could make discussions about Adwoa Sarfo. Now I could na honey be say okay. Honorable Canadian compreko in Japan. See I am a Miss Adwoa Sarfo. MP for Domeko Abrenya. 11 cents on Parliament. Then Akuffo Addo. Oh.
Listen,
Why don't you say?
Hold on. You see, where you are going, the people who are even watching this, you see, I know you're amount for getting to almost 1,000 and on which they are not happy. You see, because
you make your point, so I also have to make my point.
Listen, it's not. Listen, it's not.
Let me make my point now. It's
not a fact. Say, oh, your guests, okay. Your position now is to be a presenter, but I was saying you see all that you are saying is King Agyapong is trying to born a top farmer because this is a serious business. King Agyapong is spilling out party secrets, but you see there's no even need for you to go further. The reason why there's no need for you to go further is this: all attempts to save the issue or save the flame have failed. I went to King Agyapong and Rawa Sempana and I was Asiana. Didn't you listen to King Agyapong? Look at the attempts. Number one, MPP. MPP took private jets. Hold on.
To say, yeah, Pampano, because former MPP Krababeka say, we should blame MPP for. Omona my I guess I don't know about Wofie. They be also we are Serilac. Only say be a cancer then you Serilac. Say one fan from and so to me the Gary Tom Brown. So it will get to a point as he can't know how the better Serilac. Oh the Gary Macron because you can't blame the child. You should blame the mother and I say Nipo.
Who is the mother of MPP?
Another than Akuffo Addo.
So that is why the mother is not Akuffo Addo. The mother is the leadership of Akuffo, the MPP, the secretary or the elder, the council of elders of MPP. I'm giving you the breakdown. Now listen to this. You are saying we need to take our time, then solve the issues at hand. There be na MPP for a year. Number one, yako high private jet saying before Adwoa Sarfo from US. Wamba Parliament. Number two, in penny fresh someone a friend or the phone akumani P or so no kasa. As a bofrebia, one man biscuit or that former or pronounce me de. Hey! We are no fewer chief of staff a friend who cry one far. We are no fewer papa and one back in Japan cry friend one far. We are no fewer. They've even moved a step further to give the woman money 120,000 to 120 billion old Ghana cedis. That have even failed. They've even moved a step further to say Adwoa your party nenye obia can once people are begging her. See scanning yemen in preferential treatment ya dia mo nyina no. Wo see en sama opposition. That is the majority leader. Bibisa wo inchaken saki obi. Near found shell. Do you think it is right? Now,
it's not right.
You are saying, sir, your friend is saying we are escalating party matters. The Bible have said, King Solomon, the wisest man on earth, or see open rebuke is better than secret love. Hey, said Jimmy Semne, yes, and on ye what Adwoa Sarfo is doing, and this was a mass sacking. You don't waste time. Or no crack counter, I'm at E-Levy, see, and be E-Levy, I bet you be Bia Magana folk. We are not seeing the good works of Akuffo Addo. E-Levy. For the, when did E-Levy come to Parliament? Adwoa Sarfo trending crossing E-Levy. Last month, November, December, January, February. Next month will be the 5th month. Yempa na chow. Hey, Obakoko. Yempa Adwoa Sarfo achow. Na yen kan kumu se saying. What do you want us to do? This is simple sense. That is why Agyapong, because Agyapong wouldn't have come out to talk. But people are coming to blame Kennedy Agyapong and say, "Who and now so?" And now you voting and Adwoa Sarfo by Parliament because she was supposed to lose, but the polls, Michael K. now called fat. But because of this same issue, Michael K., former speaker, only Agyapong, only free. What am I saying? Because he campaigned openly, regardless. Oyere, anyway, I didn't speak of Parliament campaign, man. Ojan the band say, NPP, let them campaign at the end of the day, or soon you share and share the way they. But Agyapong chose Adwoa Sarfo. Inti blame ni bani and shifty be a Agyapong on Tinaho. And those saying say can kukum. Share, this is the 5th month. What do you want us to do? If you are in the comment section, now Phyllis and Kebit maybe be Adwoa. Tell us what and you see, we are waiting now, grandma man for fees or yare. You were doing all of this and people thought say you were sick. Then you go on TikTok. Share video I'll show on the screen, say TikTok video. You go on TikTok. Are you serious? Oh, dear, fine. Or absence, no, hide it. So yare, say the operation be now call yeah. So per time kakrama or hone or yiri nu kunu, say ukunu no mba, ya tiasie. But you come on TikTok dancing, and bra we need you in Parliament. And you say yen wawano, yen funny see a concon. Are you serious? Are you serious?
No one is saying a funny see a concon.
Do you think, say, if a friend say any MP, any year say and come back wawano? Fanny say MPB or say Crabia see a sebi a honor no ye. You think so they will have given that same chance? E-levy about Ghana form pass it now you're moving on from this. Won't E-levy are stalled? Let me give you the breakdown and the secret of E-levy. Why MPP is bent on doing E-levy? Share COVID any free SHS nearby, you know. I say near my baby a cripple. First Ghana was getting money from tourism. Okay, I say the Biba say year of return. That year of return yielded over 1 billion cedis in revenue. But immediately the year of return, you launch it for France, a theme for the next year. What that was BB Ukraine now yes our story, you know. Yeah. That year na 2019, early 2019
December in Ghana.
And now your friend is saying COVID buy. So COVID came and spoiled everything. So revenue ni fee your friend is saying this tourism ya the be stole. And we were not getting one because COVID, all the economies have shut down. It's a burden in the Ghana economy. So we were able to survive based on loans, grants, But at the end of the day, it's and 1 year free SHS. So there was no money going, no money coming. And one other way a bit in retaining sika taxation. MPP for mobile money where taxes here and SK 60% and 60% ekoma telcos, 40% ekoma mobile money vendors. Who seek a business, so don't you pay tax? Why don't I didn't tax mobile money vendors? You see, the ideal thing is a good thing. Taxing you. That's why I say according to Akuffo Addo because Lydia Force and Crow pro NDC person because the E-levy is good. Or 2 for because 11 year good, but the 10 Ghana for na ya pesi 10 MPP for. That is why Agyapong can say MPP's leadership has failed the party. You see, because you guys are not coming to explain to us what you use the money for. This is what we call communication. Maybe a business administration and understand communication. They are not doing a good PR work for Akuffo Addo. More explanation. And the whole thing, yeah, and this is for painting picture and they say, scanner mbenyano mo de be enrich mo ho. And I'm person mo de be campaign 2024. Explain to the people. Say free SHS, no, even though it's static, don't go and say someone and say, yeah, I'm passing E-levy, a good free SHS. That's a child's talk. Oh, yes, I Ghana for moving full cry. Come and tell them, say, you want to what? Improve on the service of the free SHS. You want to put in better structures. You want, let them know. Scanner air banner. Scanner never back when you be and every month beyond you pay accounts, you pay live session. So we address you be any amount who did this scanner because scanner air banner you be monitor. And no Ghana for say you guys are serious. Set up a committee, your friend bipartisan committee, NDC MPP, who oversee say the E-levy is being used for the right purpose. And the MPP communications doing that, and NDC communications using this to their advantage. You see, Ghana for say NDC for the baby save you or more. In reality, it is not so. But they've been able to paint the picture and change the narrative. This is why we are telling you that MPP's leadership have failed. Into when you know your you want us to still beg Adwoa Sarfo. Really? Really? And I'm more and Sake Adwoa Sarfo no. I want to ask you guys a question. Bronia anka Broni bewo ho say. Broni, my mema example, nanu ya trackers ewo Canada omo ye protest. Chief no or resign ye. He couldn't and he resigned. So why is Adwoa Sarfo for the past 3 months or so on see parliament? On the ministerial position. She's still in position and she's still receiving what? Receiving what? Salary. Salary na wine tax.
Ghanaian. Okay. Lebere kasa there'll be a video comments about our YouTube na ya can the amount. You say the issue is Adwoa Sarfo and Kennedy Agyapong. It's not like we are shifting from Adwoa Sarfo, but still it's the party, one party na SMSC and all that. Osa ya kasa no ubo ne maybe so sika ya dia mano. Uchecho mu say nya purposely say they bribe no to come to parliament, but owo ye no wanye outdooring and or baby awa amanfo eye na doye nti amano and Agyapong estate say the private jet kokofa no eba here and in some way nyina no message be na honorable na send it to Ghanaians afa Adwoa Sarfo afa the NPP government and I said the NPP leadership. Okay, are we using taxpayers money near the kofa ne ba here says can cry because one church mu say obi nkwati say the man for now yeah they bribing and all that. Into you breaking the 8 now, was I can't say when in Ghana for never to amount to break the 8, you know. What today I said party no cry, munye competent enough see him voting mamo. Into why not? You see, you know, or say party no, is it Agyapong or Adwoa Sarfo when it comes to this?
You see, let us clarify this very simple. NPP the other way the funding. Now we the funding is the war into why yeah, I don't know. Let me say you belong to a year. They don't know the party affairs of NPP. Now, NPP and NDC, you have something called political views. Now, again, political views before your contributions amount to share. So the party internally almost cover. The NPP before it was cut on account. Ask a bit on the t-shirts, a bit on the printing banners, a bit on the campaign, now, and it was something here to good work. It was NPP very young black said you be a bit matter like a welfare fund type of shelter. So, chief of staff ever 180,000 cities. But when you beat the venison, payments for now, baby. A NPP for leadership office, no yet. They say, okay, chief of staff, what does it mean? This is not a shitty party. Yeah. Who is the chief of staff? It's the chief of staff, or you'll be of your staff. This time around, it's more on mobilizing the venison.
Chief of Staff, I'm afraid, Kutu. Okay, we'll be back to it, but the question is, at this point, which rate will be maybe as a free and you say be a government and then the time share and sa because they be a taxpayers money near the idea, but then into why MPP party in I said you may be a mutuya sika juice near the idea. But at this point, in some way, cost about MP no. Na Agyapong oba bontin to say all this, you know. Obi say Ghana for benya akoma na akwa hwehwe makoye enya ntoboase akaka so okay sika ne kra we purpose 20 ne de ma no private jet no ebi kra no kra na ono an fine ne ade at this point amanfo osu petrol amanfo complaining about hardship e wo man ni mu na oba bontin kika nsem we nyina no. That is the point I'm trying to make. I don't know say what mase a. And you say, I'm saying, second, Agyapong, man, and Adwoa Sarfo, but this point, in Ghana for Sika, Ghana for super true, Ghana for way. Now, why are there? Why don't you go straight to the point? Say, okay, Adwoa Sarfo, but no money, they're high, and yet, you declare the seat vacant. But you go on to say, now we sent you under the Mikon of the Command or Fidelity, or say, why they got to accounts and all that. Who provoke Ghanaians? I don't know, Sani America no Otimasia about in some way, because honorable Kennedy near Adwoa Sarfo DNA and Kobet Miaka no Pibia for Adwoa Sarfo. But going on to mention Sikaya Diamano, private jet, the Akuffo Addo Afro on Bano, and making it seem say, I say, ya pampani to my okay, in Ghana Sikania Dianesa, no mba parliament say fine o ba kasa e bia MP no ye train no then na kasa e bia na so na eden. We all know, we've all heard say up the position of the deputy majority leader in parliament into the honorable kasa e bia this is the reason why Adwoa Sarfo my end e den ya na so wamba na time so say you declare seat vacant and the me on our can admin campaign be me fa me man ho me tie me man ho. But to go on to say we gave him 120. We hired a private jet for her. Oba ye wamba parliament. And no kura no sanso di Ghana for sign so ko ye chia kwa kasa ampa. E maybe nipa oba parliament se enye onwa na enye onwa. Ya high private jet man no ye hwan sika. Akuffo Addo afre na panicho still was chief of staff afre panicho still was womba. And
okay.
Pouch still was
yes.
Ghana for everybody say oh okay. You see, and then 11 kwana was here focus on was here sans focus on.
Okay, so first of all, no, your microphone it's quite bad now, and I think sir, but it's woman now we are loud and clear. Now you were saying something. You see, you are just like Adwoa Sarfo. Very sorry to say that, but what can someone be switch? You are the same person who is saying, say, we should treat the party, the matters internally. We were treating it internally, and will be blow whistle say Adwoa Sarfo per position. What am I saying? And then NPP people came to say, because you guys have not convinced her enough. So for us to show the world, and for NPP to show the world, say we've convinced her enough. That's why they came out to say all of these things. How long? This is the 5th month. Now, name me one. Number 1, the president phoned her. That is a privilege. President's power to be on my opposition or power, no problem. Number 2, they hired a private jet to come and pick you up. Number 3, they deposited 120,000 cedis in your account. Number 4, your friend from Ben Power said, yeah, what's the new Biancasa? Number 5, you said you want a ministerial position. What again do you want? And I've told you, say, we've treated this internally, it is not working. So as you see, it is not working now. Who frustrated the party? Because right now, clearly she's holding the whole party to ransom. Why an Agyapong by Agyapong? The baby man on one year campaign. It's in some way, el cosono. Obia, people don't understand what is going. We need to let people know. Since at the end of the day, I'm passing e-levy. Now Ghana for call back to the days. As any system, ni mo ebe cancel nema bibria. You don't have any person to blame. Blame Adwoa Sarfo. Blame Adwoa Sarfo. Hey, 2024 is just around the corner.
Yeah.
What do you say? You will 2022. Obe be when you to say na. In 2 years' time or less than a year, you call back to the election. And trust me, MPP for they are going to leave on this. Says can you be many more and again for because you more another chance. And don't beat me break the 8 and this idea be norm. So beat me break the 8. So they've done everything. They've done everything. But unfortunately, the party need to come together and be one. Okay, what Adwoa Sarfo is doing, let's rebuke it. But the party people are not coming together to rebuke it. Ebimu ewa one side, ebimu so one side. Mo amo say yen wa Adwoa Sarfo de be me yenye. The videos you are seeing on the screen is videos from my TikTok. It is here no ono a on pick obi akos. Eye yin papa akoye say wo ni obi chat na wa sending the message. Na take me no one few. Wa sending message bebre obi one nipa na ko post on his status back 10. Would you be happy? Adwoa Sarfo is that same person. Who was or said that nipa na WhatsApp na own few no be so post ni status na TikTok no. President from fa. Own few bia. Ba parliament be voting for e-levy or TikTok. Hello. And you think it's fair? Well, if it is fair, you enjoy. And she's still holding a position. Why is she holding a position? Mun cheni bibi, say no be can on TikTok cheni bibi. By now, you need to sack her from the position.
No one is saying we shouldn't.
By now, you need to sack Adwoa Sarfo from the position. Hey, MPP for a one seat to meet me declare seat vacant and then on I'm telling you, she can't do anything. She can't do anything. By now, and by this time, I will say sack Adwoa Sarfo as MP, as minister. Nearest fair signal. Say okubium na or say onya. They will move a motion to censure her and answer to have a vote of confidence in the party. Your vote of confidence in the party, she will lose. Now, Obe Kashan is standing for independence. Well, it can work for her, but she's not going to win. Because even the polls she was losing. Mun Cheni Bibina, more work. That's what Agyapong is saying. Yes, NDC for
but going on to say in your mind so can
dear Nanka was okay. To the extent say Agyapong person to an embassy school fees are also on an Nkasa. On any PA. First of all, see, I don't know the history between Agyapong and Adwoa Sarfo. But regardless, some way divorced and now say be crazy. No, you need to talk to each other for the sake of the kids. Why is she using a PA? I don't want my wife for. You are using a PA to yes, Christo, God. Dear Nelcoso, I wish you can see my face. Dear Nelcoso, Agyapong frewa on fa. We do phone ma PA. Say on in Casa, on in Dele. Hey, baby,
that one there won't be because you don't know.
Baby, I do know.
Between the
baby, I do know. Well, I can't say much because a family matter. So let's stick to the real thing. All these things Adwoa Sarfo is doing is not good. But you see, NPP and Agyapong to Onsu Anyansa. Next time, obi nya tintama onjira baby din on hwe. And then one say kobesi ye nyina besi ni so. Ono kra say be okoye brain surgery kra no, odani won pass across sorry be vote ye. One ebre mo. He came to vote. He came to support and push the cause. And then Adwoa Sarfo ye penny hu ni kra yi hu no. Eni nyina ye Agyapong. Sanka otina wa sin central na CP TB anka by this we lose cry a former MP. Anka E-levy anka by last year o ma pass it. Ama by this time E-levy no ye ni charges na ye abe normal amaye. Ebe normal because we don't have any alternative to Momo. What am I saying? No more improve service. So this time around, Adwoa Sarfo is holding the party to ransom. Or holding the party to ransom. It's when you are Agyapong for Nsu Anyansa. That is why me man life. Obi catch him as same be or catch him saying I'm saying me nam. Apart from saying the pani mame. But me nam. Now me who so be no be kwan. The best I can do is to stand 100 meters. My team munjayo men ko pata near the other be me trim.
Alright.
I'm telling you. A perfect example was what one of my aunties was telling me. Obi ni obi kwan osifi ni papa ni so ko pata. And I kwani page the other shini trim. Only shini trim na kwano like opeso collapse people. The pattern to kwano no feel say just a normal thing. After the see in a month or two on amwa or so tell us be e won't say bell. Okoye said you almost 500,000. Yeah, first one you can hunt on here. We did them. Because of a simple mistake. Obi ni obi kwan jinechenere. Okwa ye bo we ni free. And then pempi no steady so obi ni obi kwan mo amko patana mo ji asostro. Yes, stand somewhere. Not sure more. That is it. In Agyapong, this should be a lesson for you. The too much sacrifice is too much. More and you see what happened in 2020. He left his constituency. He was doing campaign for people. It is good for those who have helped you, but some people are not worth your time. Obi ti say Adwoa Sarfo, and they blame you because minister na Akuffo Addo pese one Adwoa Sarfo be kasa na one kasa. Why not office obe friend no? Why not office obe friend no? Ken Agyapong. Oh Ken. Uyi na kasa sa unfi o.
Yeah, sure.
Ya pana chosa 11 unfi. Esi Ken Agyapong. That is why the guy is furious. Hello. That is why the guy is furious. So all these things which is happening, trust me, you find you futusem. And Agyapong himself should learn. But the way forward, if Adwoa Sarfo is going to do this, she's not release any statement. Trust me, it basically tells us the E-levy will not pass. What NPP can do now is to resort to the other system. Resorting to the other system is trying to convince one of NDC persons to join them. NDC force only say E-levy here, but on person here, on government here, the government not sure because you now make system anymore. At the end of the day, what
break 8,
and you see, there's one secret amunim. Unim say NDC on manifesto. No, there's a secret E-levy in there.
That's what the finance.
I'll put it on. You put it on the screen very soon. To the kasa.
Okay, for someone I was no, it's about E-levy. Oh, so a question I want to ask, and I say, make you comments. No, ubeti made about me because it's no. NPP per se, ye pass E-levy bill. Na ye Jessica from Momo transactions more to generate money, ye emphasize your money at the idea. And she said, who did the party on ransom years, Adwoa Sarfo, MP for Dome Kwabinya. Ye him say MP for here no parliament to make this happen, to pass this bill. But Senka MP for use this opportunity what way na omode kasa about e-levy inka instead senka omobenya omode over 3 months discuss about Adwoa Sarfo education Ghana for communication bibia katan me omudi TV radio so front pages more Adwoa Sarfo 9 people for e-levy convince Ghanaians on how yes say e-levy to man. Don't you think that will help NPP come Ghana for to now position for against it and Ghana for number oh there be pay. So the voice of the people is the voice of the
yes.
Okay Ghana for nakasa to see Adwoa Sarfo now we say sign. We don't need you. But NPP for no are rather making Adwoa Sarfo more popular than focusing on the e-levy.
Yes, this is because you see the whole thing is stemming from failed communication and failed leadership. You see, okay, I said since e-levy assembly by I told you said the leadership and the communication aspect among NPP. I'm telling you because the position and the position of the opposition. The position of the opposition, that is NDC, no, is to hammer all the good works NPP is doing. If NPP was in position, they will do the same thing. So they are doing it well. What am I saying? But what is NPP for doing? We don't see anything. Now, the only thing we hear is threats. Now, before then, me who say be more at the insane be breba saying e-levy ne share NDC for ankasa no do pass e-levy if e-levy doesn't pass. I mean, sure. Good. Now, me the be two screen or so. It's here for motion year. Where you page 99. Page 99 no NDC for manifesto no. This is we see and me I make same way crime. I feel like I'm doing a better job than NPP communication team. Me as just a normal obihunu social commentator. Metima ko puli page 99 aba. What is and you guys are not doing the communication well. Look at what is on the screen. Or say if we NDC for manifesto page 99. Or say is John Mahama and his NDC against e-levy. The whole thing was down a bit zoom in on. Is John Mahama and his NDC against e-levy because they want to sabotage the country. They can't. Also, they want interventions to stop or struggle and ultimately hurt the ordinary Ghanaian who relies on these things. Or can't say we no be and or share the paragraph and a manifesto. NDC for a planet say omeye e-levy. Now, ye be mu edia to screen so see us introduce a uniform transaction fee policy to guide the electronic payment industry. What is that? We shut down there what now. You will see say he's saying something. Or say work with various stakeholders in the financial and technological sectors to collaborate and design a resilient financial system through partnership. C. Introduce a uniform transaction policy to guide the electronic payment industry. D. Work with merchants to encourage their clients to pay for goods and services electronically. Introduce a uniform transaction fee policy. Uniform transaction fee policy guide to electronic payments. e-levy now mami fa another one into screen so and let me tell you why NDC4 if we don't pass e-levy NDC4 will come and pass it but they'll do it in a grand style like Ghana for or be complaining now yes and the way to screen so you see said this particular one what has said and the next NDC government will look at all of these things. Look at all of this thing. It tells you say NDC4 have this kind of e-levy even in their manifesto. But what do? They communicate and they'll communicate it better. Even the name e-levy crown and what's our debate? Now do you be about e-levy? Say e-passport not about e-ambassador, e-president not on the Namsa or the Jinchia. Why should you even name the thing e-levy? Man no batampa levy. Or batampa levy and kabana Ghana for NDC wants to legalize, but their job is perfect. They need to hammer whatever this administration is doing. And that's what they are doing.
So NPP
NDC is doing their job perfectly.
NPP are failing
NPP are failing. If this e-levy doesn't pass, blame the leadership, the communication and soul of NPP. And two, blame your friend Adwoa Sarfo. So we say Obina born or see if you e-levy that is why scanning system anymore. Oh, that's sorry pay increase petrol. Because they need to fund for money and they'll learn from this. If not, trust me, they are going to get the same counter attack and at the same the same resistance from Ghanaians concern this e-levy and on one person on bebre.
Okay, I was here for I mean reading some comments what I say. You don't have evidence here to me and can obviously say I don't know what you are saying about Kennedy, okay? You don't understand when Kennedy is talking, we love him. Obviously, and your president was flying around in that expensive jet, right? Do the people he mentioned even understand what tax incidents? Obviously, this Adwoa Sarfo is a good dancer, TikTok minister. So the outdooring money is 120. Oh, the question and me bisa say, hey, be magana for agin say, you Ghana sika any day man, but then before na sika omutuetua. We say, oh Ghana, have mercy on us. Hey, oh God, and I saying, I say, please, you are all NPP defending corruption in Ghana. Okay, that's it. Adwoa Sarfo is not the problem. And your name, a CFO say, leave Adwoa alone. NPP knows what they are hiding. They say they don't have money, but Nanado is listening to citizens. It's not listening to citizens. Akuffo Addo said the red dress look good on Adwoa Sarfo. Onwakwana said Adwoa Sarfo please could never be the problem. Benjamin Arthur said Ghanaians talk too much. Ha ha ha. The host of the channel, this channel knows that Adwoa Sarfo is very good dancer. Yati. Onwakwana said make Adwoa Sarfo have enough money. Maybe enough. Adwoa Sarfo have enough money. Kofi Azuma said, all I know is that Adwoa Sarfo is not the problem, and she is a good dancer. Benjamin Arthur said, Kennedy is a big boss, whether you like it or not. He is lovely man. Kofi Azuma said, my brother, Adwoa Sarfo is becoming stronger. Yes, or supportive. And obviously say, the woman will surely support Adwoa Sarfo in Ghana. No one is supporting Adwoa Sarfo. We all know say enye but party ni munsemona egusu ekoso. Host don't hate Agyapong. He is lovely man. No one is saying honorable Agyapong Agyapong. We all know the work he's also doing. Kofi Azuma say, matter leave Adwoa Sarfo alone, master. I think say Ocho master, and move on to bigger problems going on in Ghana. This is Adwoa Sarfo is a good dancer. Mr. Asani who here ubia ewo honomo. And obviously say this Kevin Taylor is real champion. That's ubia in the comments by better busian for ha na beba kwai na yede live ni nyina see about in some way akọ see Ghana ha efa Sarah Adwoa Sarfo MP for Dominic Kwabenyane Honorable Kennedy Akompreko hini Agyapong.